The more I talked, the worse it was getting. I shared a reel last week about a real moment that I had with my daughter, and it seemed to resonate, so I wanted to unpack it a bit more here. She was trying to figure out what was possible for the evening, and I could see she was getting stuck. My default is to usually talk it through, and sometimes that's helpful, but in this case it wasn't helping. So I tried something different. I grabbed a piece of paper and I started sketching it out with her. And that shift completely changed how we moved through it, so I wanted to unpack it here with you. So we sat down side by side with a piece of scrap paper, and I started by drawing the things that were already part of the evening plan. So I drew dinner to start because we hadn't finished eating yet. So I labeled it Finished Dinner. Then I drew the shower next, or a little icon that would, satisfy what a shower could be, because that was another thing that we had to do that night. Okay, then we started to map out the other possibilities. So I started adding things that she had hoped to do, which was drawing the outside time. And then another option that she had hoped to do was some tablet time. So I just wanted to kind of draw a symbol for that as well. Oh, I should write outside time here. And then some tablet time. And so I added that to our page. And then I wanted to draw some dessert, because we always ask about having dessert after. We had some fruit and these little oatmeal bars that she likes, and labeled it dessert. And I wanted to make sure we put bedtime on our plan. So then I had to kind of zoom out for a second and say, all right, well, there's some things that we have to do. And so we can kind of map those out. Finish dinner, that's, a must do. Shower, getting cleaned up is definitely a must do. And then following our bedtime plan was a must do as well. So that left kind of three other options, and we could be flexible about them. That was outside time, iPad time, and dessert. So some of the things were naturally, more complementary than others. iPad time though, or tablet time and dessert didn't really go together. Sticky fingers and screens just traditionally don't mix very well. So at first she had said, oh, I want iPad time. And so we went and crossed out outside time. But then she noticed something. If we chose iPad, there wouldn't be time for dessert. And so I went and then just kind of did a loop around outside time and dessert to show that they could actually be paired together. And so then we looked at the page again and decided that iPad time would be left for another day. So then we put like a line through it. And then the point that I love next that she did was she took the pen from me and she wrote, no iPad. And I thought that was great because she was part of the decision there. That little exchange just showed how she was making it her own. What stood out to me afterward was how difficult it had once felt. It was easier for us to think it through together. Sometimes talking more isn't what helps. Sometimes what helps is giving the thinking somewhere to go. If this is something you're navigating too, I do have another video on transitions that you can check out. And I'm starting to share more of these kinds of ideas here. I'm curious, was there a time that you found showing more effective than telling?